We're going to be doing stretches today. Breathe in through your nose, hydrate. Join me or view the live later. Breathe. Make sure your mat is where you want it. Make sure your body is straight. Right now I am curling my hands here because my hands need to be stretched. So I'm going to be focusing on forearms, finger appendages, palm stretches, stuff that really gets in there, and we'll go through that. And we're also going to be focusing on some knee repair, some manual knee repair movements, ankle, toes, dorsals, that stuff. So I'm just going to take my shoes off here today, and that way I have, full weight. If you can't take your shoes off from where you are, then don't worry about it, But we're going to be turning the toes like this. So as we are here, and you can see I'm slouching, so we're going to breathe in and put body weight on your right side, barely on your left side. When you got your toes curled under here, just basically I can lift. And I'm just putting sort of some weight onto the dorsal of my metatarsals of my toes. And you can see here I'm balanced. You can come out too if you want, and just open up that muscle and relax it open as you still face that direction. And we are going to further curl the toes inward as we're balanced on our side right here. Breathing. You should hear your breath. I hope you can hear my breath, because we must breathe and curl toes inward. Everything that we do in our life requires a breath. And that's why I teach and guide those and all of you to breathe before you move. Breathe as you move. Breathe when you are done moving. And breathe to live. And now we must breathe and straighten and balance. Uncurl those toes, breathing, uncurling, and step. We must also revert. When we do this, we do this. That goes with everything that you stretch. If it can be moved and maneuvered to another position, you stretch in that position. You breathe and settle. Breathe and go ahead and make sure, like I say, we're going to the next side now. We're going to do one thing at a time, and we're going to move immediately to the next thing, opposite to balance in this stretch routine today. I'm not going to focus on directly one side and then do the other side, which I usually do on my own. It's okay to start from the very bottom, creating intricate balances on your way up to the hips. Breathe and push that dorsal that way. More information I'll be relaying to you as we go. We should basically feel our toes open as we bend upon the mat. Balancing on the left side, on the toes, not on the toes, on the balls of our feet, and the heel, we are in between our hips, our upper back. We are breathing, we are balanced on our only leg. As our body is, our leg is just the weight into the toes, going in that direction, gravity. And then adjust, readjust, and now stretch. It's always good to take glucosamine and other joint nutrient things when doing this as well, especially if you're as old as I have to add more since I'm on a vegetable diet. I cannot get it from any ligaments, from meat products, whatever, so I have to take glucosamine to get my joint relieving fluids, fluiding my joints. Breathe. If you're having trouble breathing through your nose as you stretch and balance and breathe, make sure we take our nose with our fingers and we open right here. And then stretch out. Then stretch out. Stretch these muscles in here. Now you're opened up. Stay there. Stay there. Keep practicing. It'll help you breathe throughout your life. Knowing what to do when your nose gets stuffy. You can reopen it yourself using your muscles in your nostrils and your cranial. Open up the muscles at the bridge of the nose. And you'll open up the muscles inside of the nose. Get rid of that nose tensions so you can breathe. Releasing downhill, downhill, down. Now we're healing down. Now we're balancing, 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 releasing. There we go. Good. That was some good slow stretches. Yay. Let's go ahead and walk that off. Walk that off. It's good for the knees to walk that off. Good, good, good. Now let's go ahead and balance ourselves on the left side. Shake, shake, wiggle. Balance ourselves on this other side right here. Shake, shake. There you go. You know, it's all about really saying, now squeeze those toes in and out. And show you're right, you're wearing shoes, right? Maybe. I told you to take them off. So here, don't let anyone see you. Now we're going to breathe and we're going to move the arms. I'm going to be facing this direction so you can watch my posture. Breathe through your nose. Breathe out your nose. Swing in your arms. Now we're loosening our traps. All right, I want to loosen my traps and I want to loosen my neck before I work on my arms and my hands. You think I'm going to make this video quick today? We'll see. We should keep going until we're feeling better. If you do not have time, this will be online, uploaded, my YouTube channel. And up and down, breathing. Stay up. Stay up. Now what I do here is I'll grab from my palms and I'll be here. And I'll basically be stretching. And basically this is causing steadiness, stability, as we keep our arms together. I'm not trying to tighten, I'm not trying to do any of this. I'm just trying to stay with my hands. Breathe in. There you go. And then we're going to basically take our palms and we're going to have our elbows here facing this way for a particular world. We're going to breathe, put our hands down and push. You see that angle? That is natural. All right. If you're here, we need to work to where we were getting here. Now you see we have our palms like this and stretching. And we stretch. Release before you move from into another position. And then stretch. Release down and stretch. Release up and stretch. Release down and stretch. Release up and stretch. Release down and stretch. If you watch my previous videos, one finger's above the knuckles, the rest are below it, basically stabilizing and allowing you to stretch those fingers just right where it feels best independently on their own. And this right here gives stability, and breathe and stretch. Pardon me. Breathe, release. Turn that palm the other way. We were right here. We were doing this and we were stretching. Now we're going to turn our palm and stretch. Nice and easy, stretch. Nice and easy and stretch. Hold still. Forgot to clean that. And stretch. Stretch. And now let's go here. Go back to where we're supposed to be, where I got distracted. Release, release, and stretch. Release, release, and stretch. Now I got one hand right here, just what's called stability and balancing. One finger above the knuckles, the rest of the knuckles over the fingers. So that would be basically massaging and moving and getting those phalanges at the same time as we stretch the wrist. We're stretching the wrist, stretching. And we're like putting that weight down on there like that. And we open that elbow up, opening the inside, opening it where we are. Look at that, perpendicular with the planet. Don't be down here, we're not there. Do here with relaxed traps and shoulders and stretch. Now I had to make sure I gave you all that information and release and stretch. Let's get that thumb. My thumb is feeling it. I've been working hard with that today at work. So we're gonna put our fingers here. We're gonna learn some Easter egg today. Massage technique. Breathe, put your elbow in, put your hand out, breathe. Put your fingers into the thumb and let your arm go down. Weight into the fingers as you do shiatsu underneath. Breathe, stay upright. Do not hunch, do not slouch, do not ever curve. And stay and breathe. And here we go. Finger to keep the arms in. Breathe, relax everything. Now let's do it again. We must reset our muscles from going in for a moment. This is how we massage ourselves. This is an Easter egg. Breathe, relax, go back into it and do it again. This is how we massage ourselves because that way we can last a good long time. Breathe and start running that across that thumb. This is a place in the thumb that causes pain in anyone. Never pinch, do not pinch, do not pinch, do not pinch. Just brace, brace. Brace and just get one side of it. Never pinch, ever. You're just holding it, just bracing it. Just holding it like a butterfly, butterfly. Rubbing and digging all of those fingers right here into the muscle. And I'm like doing that with my wrist at the same time, loosening, being loose. Nice, we're jostling it, we're moving it. At the same time, nice, good Easter egg. I felt this thumb just hit me when I did that stretch. So here's the Easter egg. Nice, I gotta massage this out before we start. Now we just relax it, shake it off, breathe. And stretch just a little bit. Keep your arm relaxed, straighten. I'm looking at my camera down there. Maybe the things were on the floor. We need to be here, looking down, you know, forward folding what's on the floor. Here we have it. There we go, don't scrunch in. Don't scrunch in. We don't want none of this. You see what we look like when we're 90 years old, when we're 20. This is where we need to be in life. This is where we need to be every day. This is where we're supposed to be when we're sitting, squatting, walking, running, hiking, biking. If we can fly, stay upright. All right, I think that's a good amount of work I just put in my thumb because I felt it. Now, therapy takes time. This Easter egg took a little bit of moment of some massage technique, you know, going over the joint a little bit here. Let's get into that joint. It's kind of like release, release. There we go. Do you think you need to do the other side? Let's check it. We need to check it. We don't want to just leave it alone. This side don't feel like my left thumb did. Yeah, but if you're feeling it in this one, you know, and you're watching the recorded version, pause it or recycle back, rewind back to the beginning of when I did this one and do that one all over again with the other hand following the technique. Good. I'm going to stretch it. I did not stretch this right now. My right arm. Let's go back to the left and shake it off and straighten back up and stretch. And nice and easy. And we're going to go slower because I'm old apparently. All right, let me see here. I got my thumbs right there, so it's basically balancing. Ah, that's better. I'm gonna like push down with this ring finger and push into my thumb, pushing my wrist that way, which releases the wrist. So right here, and I'm gonna go like that. I'm just like going right here, all right, okay. There we go. That's what I'm doing. Breathe when you do it, and now turn. The elbow out that way, elbow down. Elbow out, elbow down. Good, release. Breathing, stretch, relax it, reduce it out. So now let's go over here. Next arm. Good, good, good. And let's start elbowing, straightening up. Don't get into it like this until the start. No, no, no. We got to straighten back up. We got to make sure we're actually being mindful of our posture. We're being thoughtful of ourselves as we do these things. Let's hold that stretching. So I'm going to go right there, make sure I can. One finger above, fingers below, right? That's called proper stability. I'm at a bend, and then I go up into it. There we go. That really stretches. That really stretches that forearm. Oh my gosh, yeah. So good. Yes. That's right. You gotta keep it up. There we go. Just keep that stretch going and releasing it, breathing. Let it go. A nice little stretch here and some movement. Remember, we're here to do good, wonderful therapy to ourselves so that we can feel better about ourselves. And today I'm doing things that helps me. I'm in agony. I just let you know that I am someone that suffers from a lot of pain and anguish from being injured a long time ago, and I'm just aging and worsening. So, and all this really helps me to survive and stay in this world with all of you. And this is what I have to do that. All right. And I do not want to live in misery. And if I did not do this, I'll be living in misery, and because this helps me to recuperate, rejuvenate, redesign myself, really, because we are all in a ball of knots. We are in a ball of tension. We cannot help ourselves anymore, but we can't think of how to help ourselves. I'm going to reiterate with that. And I'm here to teach you and guide you with the things that you can do. Those who are in pain, those who are in anguish, follow me. I'm going to show you what you can do for yourself. Make sure you still see your massage therapist to get down in there, nitty-gritty, because you're not going to be able to do any of that. But this is what you can do in between those sessions. Those treatments this will help you, work through things. So I'll be like showing so many Easter eggs on how to work things out through these self-help videos, self-therapy videos, so you can live in a more comfortable body, a more comfortable body, really. So breathe. I'm gonna do some work right here. Another Easter egg. Arms in, straighten up. Apply that whole part right here, this part of your palm. And you can also do this number where you get down into your leg. I was going to do that in the air like I normally sometimes do. But it's also good to do this and just put your arm here like you're holding like this, you're up in the air and you got it straight back, you're all good. Take that palm, put it on that right there, and pressure, and move, and pressure, and move, and pressure, and move. You see, you can be sitting here like, oh, I'm at work, right? And I'm standing in line for something. Who cares if your butt's getting in the way? Somebody's freaking standing from behind you. But you're like, oh, this feels so good. And not only that, you can release. And I'm going to go ahead and use this to get into my quad. And I'm going to put a little pressure in there. And this is good for runners who have tight quads, It's all that. You can just work this out like that. Oh, no more Easter eggs. Let's get back to what we're supposed to be doing. Arm stretches. I was only supposed to get one Easter egg per video. Come on. Let's see here. Oh, that's feeling so much better. Let's look at that out. I'm feeling a lot more strain, and I helped this all out. I want to do more with my fingers now, so we're going to do some finger work. Now that we got all of this stretched, now we should work on our fingers to stretch our fingers. So we're going to do 2 at a time first. So breathe, straighten up, arms, and just let these guys guide these down with body weight pretty much. And you can also put your fingers here and hold and just there you go. You see what I'm doing? 1 at a time. Don't force it. Just enough to give it movement. Everyone's like, yeah, that's great. But let's do what's really needed. And there's so many Easter eggs that I can show you as well over time, how to take away that strain in your palm that's hurting you. You know, when you're gripping things all your life, shears, scissors, cramps, you know, pliers, steering wheel, you know, and you need to release these guys just as much as you need to release your forearm. And, you know, and then we're going to do another 2. You know, you can also keep your wrist nice and leveled. You can do that if you wanted to do more stretching of that wrist. But we're also, right now, we're also trying to really, you know, that right there stretches more and that stretches less. So it stretches less fingers, stretches more fingers. So that's the reason why I'm going to make sure we focus right here, okay? Not here. Here. And release. And down. Try and keep your body up and right, upright. Don't get into your work. Relax into it. Make sure your body's loosey goosey. Don't stiffen. Don't stiffen while trying to unstiffen. That's the rule. All right. That's gong. You're unstiffening your body, doing body movement, self-healing yourself, body moving your body without stiffening. All right. Anything in the process. All right. Here we go. There we go. It's basically, you know, we're just nice stretches. Now we can also do this inward number. We're going to take it, show you real quick. Put your finger up, so your finger's going that way. Here's your knuckle. Go here. And what we're going to do is just go, oops, This will also help release that knuckle joint, you know, just one at a time. Nice little movements. That's all it takes. You know, that's all you got to do. And revert back. Remember, when you go one way, you go quick the other way to make sure it is properly releasing. So you have to do this 3 to 5 times to make sure that that knuckle is releasing really well. Doing it once does nothing, twice barely anything, thrice is a charm, but going 4 to 10 times will make it relieving, more relieving, and you have to take time doing this. You could do this standing in line while pushing your cart through your grocery line. You're like, this is going to take 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. Work on your hands. All right. It doesn't look like you're doing this in the line, you know, or but someone else's shopping cart. No, but you can work on your hands. You can work on your neck. You know, you can work on your traps, breathing, do some meditation, you know. No need to do forward folds and leg. I mean, you focus your leg work when you know you're like, I can do legs now. Sweet. You know, that's the mentality and positivity, the positivity that you need in your life to do everything. All right, to work out, not just here at the gym. This is a good focus point for me, but when I'm out there and about, I'm stretching. I'm stretching what's hurting, and when I need to stretch, well, I'm right then and right there because I can. You know, I'm like, I'm thinking about it right now. I don't have my Theracane on me, but this is nagging me. And I'll just start doing some therapy technique right in there while I'm just, you know, standing there because I'm waiting in line for some stupid something, you know, whatever you're waiting in line for. And you're breathing, and you're straightening, and you're relaxing, and you're putting yourself in a good possible place for yourself, and you're working on yourself. And you're like, yeah, this is great. Oh, this is going to make me feel so much better once I'm done shopping. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? Doing cranial work, doing whatever, you know, just getting in there and just hitting it. Doesn't matter. Do it. You know? So that's what I'm here to show and guide you throughout my, YouTube channel career. So hop on. When I hop on, I will be doing some scheduled planned stuff in the future. Now that I got my new microphones. And it's just hard for me to plan something like that at times. But, you know, so I got so much in life I'm, you know, trying to do, you know. And I'm like, I need to do this. Now's the time. And here I am. So, doing it live, unplanned. All right, let's go ahead and do some forward folds. I need to, do some stretches. Now we got forward fold in. Now let's go ahead and move our knees. We all know these basic stuff, right? It does really well. Just make sure your knees don't go past your toes. Knees do not pass your toes. It's called for balancing. That's all my knees can handle. We're gonna do some stretches. You're gonna find some of these stretches in my Qigong bodymovementbto classes 1 through 6. Well, 1 through 5. 1 through 5. I didn't do this in 6. And see here, we're gonna do some movements, stability on your leg. Oh, you can't see over there, can you? My bad. Got the camera over there and up the mirrors over there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna like make sure our leg is straight, make sure it's like, you know, not locked, forward fold, and I stopped here. This is literally where I'm stopping. This is me. This is how tight all this right here is. I'm feeling this stretch out. This is stiff as a cable now. This is like, you know, stiffening up right in this area and all in the back of the hammy tendons and all that stuff like that. And that's what I need to focus on, stretching those guys. Is because if I can get that to stretch more, and I do that by, before doing this, I roll on a peanut roller right into my hammies to loosen all that up, loosen all the T-band up, loosen all the quad up before I do my stretches. And, you know, you want that, yeah. So, and rise before we bend the knee. Lower. Make sure you're breathing. I taught you breathing in the beginning, unless you just walked in. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. What we're doing here is we are moving these muscles easily. We're keeping stability with our hands, and we're using our abductors to go up and down because we need to stretch and move those abductors. Just keep this up. Stretch and fall. Let's do a stretch and fall. And move. If you cannot hear yourself breathing, you're not breathing. If you need stability, just know how to relax yourself when you need to relax your muscles, and stretch when you need to stretch. Do the proper body movement where you're moving these out, you're moving these out, you're moving these out, you're moving these out. Through movement, stretching movement, keeping it, you know, loose as possible and warming it up. We're now doing a little bit of this stability. Okay, that way you can see what I'm doing. It's all about right here and right here in the back of the knee. That's what we're moving. And you can put your thumb right here. You can feel these tendons just go and move, and, you know, and you can just feel what's going on in there. It does tricks called movement. So everything you're doing here is making it go further and further and further. Let's go ahead and pull our toes up in the air, stretch down, rise, hips forward, rise. Oh, I stiffened in my back. Hold on. We didn't do any upper body work. That's the reason why sometimes I'll do upper body movement stretches and twists before I do my legs. And like, so that way my upper body don't feel stiff. That's why, you know, you got to work on our neck, work on our upper body spinal areas and rhomboids and rabbit, and then work through our hips and legs and feet. Today we started at the ankle, we started at the feet, and working our way up. So you're going to really probably feel much upper body tension. But we did do forearms, you know, so that way we can like make sure that our hands and our arms are feeling, you know, great and loosey while we're doing all this too. So because you're going to be associating your arms with your legs, you know, you don't want stiff arms trying to help out stiff legs. No, you want loosey-goosey arms helping out your stiffy legs. That way you can loosey-goosey back, you know, all twisty and turny and straight. You know, and why am I doing this for 5 minutes? Well, we need to do it for 5 minutes. That's right. If you want, you can, you know, wait until I get to the next leg and to do the next leg because you're done doing this. Who knows? But in my therapy, nothing gets done in quickly. Nothing. If you want to heal, self-heal, if you need to do this, if you have the need to do this, but you're like reluctant to do this, and you're like, because this is going to go on for so long, that's where reluctance is going to. It's like, it's taking its time. It took its time to get to where it was. How old are you? I'm 51. It took me 51 years to get to this BS because, you know, I didn't have indulgent parents in yoga. I didn't have, knowledge that stretching I should have been stretching. You know, if I did as a young kid, I would have been in a better life. Start teaching to stretch, start guiding your children to stretch before it's too late and turn into me or you. Get them into yoga classes as soon as possible, make them limber before they tighten into an adult. Oh, raise, rise, swap. Let's go ahead and get to the next one. Hydrate. Forward fold into your water. Here we go. Relaxing, balancing, breathing, straightening, organizing yourself. You are where you are. This is where you need to be. Forward fold. Did you already breathe? Should have done that. Don't make me get you to do it. You're supposed to have been already freaking knowing what to do by the time you got to this point. Now we're just going to hold and stretch and fold into this. Do not back bend. We want our back to be straight for this, because if we bend our back, our blood's going to our head, and that's what we want to avoid. Also, we're slouching all our lives, and we don't want that. We're basically strengthening our back's core by staying in this forward fold. So everything that I do in all my videos does more than one thing. Always more than one thing at once. You know, so there's like 5 things that we're accomplishing here. Balance, stability, stretch, strengthening and conditioning in a straight back plank form. Your head is relaxed and it's in a plank form. All right. My shoulders are back and, you know, nice and relaxed, you know, proper. I'm right here and I'm just coming down into it. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be there to be proper. There we go. And that's, you know, we're strengthening, conditioning every fiber of our body at the same time as we're balancing everything and going through our life at the same time as me and you. Great. So breathe up, then go forward and go into it, balancing, you know, work this out. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to probably hit some machines. And like, how long should this take? How long should this take? My entire life. All right. We were not at this for a while. We were not at all. See, it has not been long at all. Remember to keep going down further and further into the stretch. Holding the stretch in here and there. You do not have to keep moving like that. You can also hold and release. Remember, when you release, when you're in this tension, your body goes up first. Well, my bad. Let's start over. We're breathing. Body's going up. Releasing, holding, and embracing with our hands. And you see I have this whole bracing thing going on. So that way if I don't go blah, 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 you get what I'm saying? And you lose stability. We never want anything to do losing stability in this. So I'm going to bend that knee. My knee's perpendicular. I'm going down into it, straight, stability. Up, down into it, straight, stretching. Up, straight, see, and I'm relaxing everything as I do this. Now I'm going into that stretch. I'm really pushing my arms in there as well to it. Not just stability. I'm also moving it with it, flowing through it, relaxing it. straightening, bending, moving, breathing. All this connects. Breathing, straightening, stretching, stretching, stretching. You can also look down, stretching more, toes up, stretching more. See, I didn't even get to that on the other side because we didn't do that. You're like, this video is already going to take too long. Don't add extra things. Do you know when to stop? You stop when your legs feel better. Or, at least feel somewhat better before the time runs out when you need to get back to life. Rise. Rise. Oh, good. That feels better. Let's go ahead and test our toes. Now let's go ahead and test ourselves. See, that is exactly what I wanted to accomplish today, was to get my joints and my hands and my feet a little bit more feeling better, in every aspect, from, reduced tension, reduced pain, much more mobility, openness in my joints, releasing things, just getting tendons to do better. And I really worked on all that. Really great stuff. Yes. So today was great. We worked on our arms, wrists, fingers, ankles, toes, tarsals, legs, back of the leg areas. Basically we worked on the basics of arms and legs for stretch, which is very helpful to do both. So we did a good balance today. We'll keep it at that for this video, and keep that up. So I'll make sure I post this as what it's meant to do, is forearm work. So we got our digitatoriums and our flexors, and we got our appendages and the phalanges, and we went into the joints. You got a couple of Easter eggs, and so work on those Easter eggs, all right? And we also did hammies, calves, Achilles, dorsals. So yes, awesome. Good job, everybody. Keep with this video. If you forgot what to do, come back to it, share, subscribe, all those wonderful things. I appreciate that. You guys have a great day, and keep stretching, keep breathing, and watch my lives.